Hi, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins. It's been a while since we've done a video. Been busy the last month. We had a wedding out of town, and then we had 2 weekends where we were serving barbecue down at Dusty's Ice Cream in Weekapaug, Rhode Island, right down on Atlantic Beach Avenue. We want to thank everybody for showing up and giving us our support during the 2 events that we had down there. Looking forward to doing it again next season and really hit it hard. But today, we're getting into a video on some pork chops. It's officially September. Cold weather's starting to come in. Not cold weather, but you get nice crisp weather, especially at night. So now I'm going for some nice fall comfort food. And recently, I was contacted by Matt at goodchop.com. They're a subscription-based meat and seafood delivery service. And he reached out and was interested in doing a collaboration with us and sent me a box of assorted meats, steaks, fish, pork chops, that sort of thing, some ground beef. And he just asked me if I would be kind enough to give him some review and just see what the product was like. So we're gonna knock out some pork chops today. Let's get to grilling. So I have some pork chops here, boneless pork chops, and I got these from goodchop.com. I was contacted by Matt over at Good Chop. They're a subscription-based meat and seafood service, and they asked if I would be willing to review their product. So here we are. Once again, looks like it's really good quality stuff. They sent it to me packed in dry ice, and it was rock solid frozen. They do a really good job with shipping and refrigerating their product. It ensures quality and food safety. Let's get these out of the cryovac and get some seasoning on them. And for seasoning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use The Usual by Fire and Smoke Society. It's an all-purpose rub, good savory rub. Let's space these out a little bit here. And I'm just going to give them a quick dusting. I'm not going to go too crazy with these because we're going to dredge these in an egg wash and bread them. Just kind of roll the sides around, pick up some of that extra rub. Another dusting. Pat. Now let's get them in some egg wash. Okay, so what I have here is I have an egg wash, just the yolks only. And then on this paper plate, what I have is a 60-40 combination of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs and grated Parmesan cheese. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna dip our pork chops right in the egg wash. And we're gonna then coat them in this breading. Get a nice coat on there. Set them back on the board, and we'll go on to the next one until all of them are breaded. Now all we got to do is get these on the smoker. We're going to be using the Traeger Pro 34 today. We're going to be running right at 350 degrees. Got some hickory pellets fired up. Let's get them on the pit. So before we set these chops in, just give the grates a quick dose of cooking spray. Really don't need much. Had a bunch of pork butts on this the other day, so they're nice and greasy. Right in the center of the rack. Space them out relatively evenly. Alright, now we're going to get this closed. So it's been about 15 minutes. These are starting to look really good. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to hit these with a little bit more cooking spray just to give them a nice golden brown color. Getting closed, let it keep going. We'll check it in about 10 minutes. Okay, so right now we're reading about 163. It's been about 10 more minutes. Small little one here. 64, 165. These guys are even smaller. 163, 164. This is just about perfect for what I want to see. 178, oh wow. Okay, so we're definitely done here. Just gonna come off. We're gonna let it sit for a few minutes before we dig in. Okay, you guys, here we are. These pork chops are done. In fact, I already put one in a to-go container so I can bring it to work for lunch with me tonight because these smell awesome. Before I get into this, let's do a quick run through. It's really easy. We had pork chops that are a little over 1 inch thick. And what we did was we just patted them dry after they come out of the cryovac. And then we hit them with a little bit of the Smoke and Fire Society, the usual rub. Didn't go too crazy because we are going to bread these. Just gave them a, decent dusting, but nothing, no big thick, layer of rub or anything like that. Just a nice dusting of flavor on there. Then after that, you can get 3 to 4 egg yolks. You want to remove the whites, get the yolks, whip them up in a bowl, and that's going to be your egg wash. You just dip them in the egg wash, and then what we did was we dredged them through a 60-40 combination of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs and some grated Parmesan cheese. About 40% Parmesan cheese, 60% breadcrumbs. And then after that, we got them on the Traeger running right at 350 degrees. And all told, it was about maybe 20-25 minutes before they were done. If you did them in the oven, they might cook a little bit quicker. You want to see, some safe is 145. I like to see a little bit higher than that with pork. I like to go between like 160, 165, about the same as chicken, just to be on the safe side. And then you pulled them out and just let them rest for a little bit. And now I'm going to get into this.
All right, I'm just going to go right in the very center, dead center. Cut this breaded pork chop right in half. It's cutting really nicely, I gotta say, and oh my goodness, will you look at that. Now that right there is one solid looking chop. That's awesome. Carve me off a bite of this corner right here. All right, let's see what goes.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That is awesome. That is really, really awesome. That is the perfect balance of flavor. Perfect balance of flavor. You get the salt, the pepper, the garlic, the onion, the rosemary from the usual rub. And then you get the pecorino cheese, the Parmesan cheese, the breading, the smoke flavor, all from the breadcrumbs. It's why it's really important to use cooking spray when you do that. It gets the breadcrumbs nice and crispy and golden brown, but it also lets that smoke just stick right to that breading. This is very, very good. And if you haven't checked out Good Chop yet and you're interested in a subscription-based service based on this right here, the pork chops are #1. So they're 1 for 1 so far. Matt, thanks for hooking this up. This is really, really good.
This is absolutely amazing.
Just cooked perfect all the way through. Hasn't dried out. Now, this might seem like heresy, but if it came down to one of these and a flank steak or something, oh man, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but these are top notch. Absolutely top notch. Listen, guys, if this is your vibe, this is your thing, and you want to get into this, give us a subscribe. Okay, check us out on Instagram, check us out on Facebook. We're posting all the time. It feels great to get back into the swing of making videos. I'm telling you, you like what you see here and you like what we're doing, jump on the bandwagon. Give us a subscribe. Check out Good Chop if you're interested in a subscription-based service. I put the link in the description of this video. Thanks for hanging out with us today. See you next time.